seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. All I do is dream about you, baby. All I do is dream about you. Remember when you loved me? I loved you, and then you left me alone.
That's right, the Raza channel. We're back.
I'd always come back home.
Back on Wednesday night.
We can't pretend
My.
that this is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you.
That's right, Mr. Goyo. I see you, my boy. Spanx is in the Casa Celebo 831 49er Ways.
I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up.
Live from ChicanoTube, live from Chicano Street.
It seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up.
Open Talk Live Wednesday night.
I can't seem to shake you, baby.
That's right, hit that like. We got a lot to talk about.
I can't seem to shake you, baby.
And we ain't never gonna gloss over that intro. Never.
I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. And I will save the sorrow for when
That's right, Gnarly Vato. I see you, my boy. Gracias for tapping in.
but for tonight it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up in you.
That's right, every single Wednesday night. That's the cue. That's the intro. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's get this thing going now for the people. Here we go. I'm going to put the phone number up too because I think it's going to be a good conversation. There's a lot to talk about. But before we get into all that, before we get into all of this madre and everything that's going on, always on the internet, entertainment, chisme, a little bit of everything, right? Shit that really is serio. Not everything is clown, joking around, payasadas. No, it's not. Before we get into any of that, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving from my familia to yours. I hope, if you could feel this environment that I'm in right now, you got people baking and pasteles de tres leches and strawberry tres leches and pumpkin this and pumpkin that. So that's what I want to say. Ooh, I forgot to. On IG. Let me show IG some love real quick, gente. Let me show IG some love. Tapping out. We're live on YouTube. You know what it is, the Chicano channel. What I always forget to show IG some love. We got to show IG some love. IG, serio, they don't get enough love. You know what I mean? But anyways, from my familia over to yours, happy Thanksgiving. I've been seeing a lot of great shit online, positive posts, people handing out food, donating, looking out, trying to help. And I'm one of those kind of individuals. I'm a little bit more old school. The Bible says, don't let the left hand know what the right hand doeth. So I don't really put it all out there. I told Coach Danny this year. I said all the turkey drives and dinners that we do, we never recorded anything. And you know what he told me? Oh yeah, we didn't. Like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get the chat up. Pinchy Coach Danny, man, he has the heart bigger than Shingas. All right, here it is. I'm gonna get the live up. I mean the chat. That way I can see you. And then we'll get into it little by little. There's a lot to talk about. We'll go through the formalities first, though. Always the formalities. Gracias, all the day oneers. Everyone in the members only. We have a good old time. The members only know because they know. Because they know. All right, let me see if that works. Oh yeah. That's what I did. I mean, the chat. That way I can see you. And then we'll get into it little by little. There's a lot to talk about. We'll go through the formalities first, though. Always the formalities. Gracias, all the day oneers, everyone in the members zone. All right, we'll try that again. And then it's the 60th year anniversary of JFK. That's the biggest news. I think that's the biggest news today, the biggest news trending. So let's talk about JFK, his impact on American history, the tragedy that was his assassination. And of course, it gets into what happened, what really happened. Today's the 60-year anniversary. That's interesting. I do want to try to touch on that, 2 or 3 things, and we'll see where it goes, cabrones. But give me a second. Hold on. Let me get the chat up because I can't see you guys. I appreciate everyone, though, in the comment section. That's right. Salabo 831, Gnarly Vato Spanks. All right. Here it is. Oh, wait a second. Here we go again. That's right. It's the 60th year anniversary. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I also want to give a shout out. I did a 90s pop-up party line last night, and I had ODM comment from Lighter Shade of Brown. Shout out to ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. He's a real one. And, of course, you can't have a 90s. You can't have a 90s party. There's 2 things you can't have without ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. You can't have a 90s party line, and you can't have a Chicano rap genre without him in it. That's it. A Chicano rap, he's gonna be ranked on tippy top, cabrones. That's Lighter Shade of Brown, man. So I just want to give a shout out to ODM because he tapped in. He commented on the 90s party line, and the notification went off on my phone. But I went, gente, I've been running every pinchy day this week. Every morning, gone boom. Monday morning, boom, 2 miles. I got the same little route. Tuesday morning, boom, threw down 2 miles. This morning again, I threw down 2 miles. This time I didn't take off until about 9:30, but I threw off, boom, 2 miles. Cause un comedero, and again, the modelos that I hadn't had a drink of a modelo since the early summer. You know, I've been on the 100-calorie pistos because, damn, it do fuck us up, man. Alcohol fucks our bodies up. Not as bad as sugar, but they really, really do. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out to ODM. And yes, what I said is true. There is no 90s rap, Chicano rap without ODM. So he's ranked right there on top. I'd love to have that conversation. Or maybe I'll just put up a short about it. I don't know, right? Anyways, if you tapped in with me, also on IG, I did another cover-up session number 7 for all the gente that are saying Kat Von D and Kat Von D this and Kat Von D that. When I was going live from the cover-up session, which again is it's the ink sessions, when I was going live from the ink session and you guys were saying Kat Von D, I don't know who Kat Von D was. I had to Google her. Thankfully, you know, we got aparatos all over the place. I had to Google Kat Von D and be like, oh, okay, she's this high-end tattoo artist and makeup artist. So she's a badass. She got multiple gifts. She's a badass. And, of course, she's a high-end tattoo artist. Guess what? She had the fucking high-end machines. Let me get the chat open over here. She had the high-end tattoo machines. One of them looked like 2 spatulas. They looked like some hair clippers. And I'm like, no wonder she probably showed off like a 2-foot, 2.5 foot by 1 foot piece of black ink that I'm just assuming was probably a big devil. I'm just assuming. That's fucked up. I'm just assuming maybe she had a big demon or something she wanted to cover up. And I like Kat Von D's whole psyche about it because she's like, you know, some people are comfortable with just seeing it and nothing to it but to do it. Keep it moving and keep it pushing, right? And some people completely want to wipe away the past. I respect both of them if they at least get to that point of maturity and turnaround, right? We ain't supposed to think when we're we're not supposed to think when we're in our 20s as teenagers. We're not supposed to think in the same capacity in our 30s as we're in our 20s, 40s, 30s. It's called life. It's called a journey. It definitely is a journey, and it's called evolution of mind and thinking. But anyways, what I was talking about, Kat Von D. That's what I said. Yeah, Kat Von D. My bad. Anyways, let me go ahead and read some comments. That's right, Cultura Cafe. I see you, my boy. OG, triple OG's in the casa, and Machete 49er Ways. Miss ChicanoTube is in the house. So let me always acknowledge the executive producer, the director of photography, the DP. You know who else I started following on IG? I started following two people on IG. I started following Flyboy Inc. I thought he's cool as hell, man. He's really, really cool as hell. You know what I like about... Here's the thing. If you notice Gold Toes, right? Gold Toes recently, he went on American Cholo's podcast. American Cholo. Yeah, American Cholo. His podcast, and he was like, I wake up in the morning and I go to food community. Why? That struck me when he said that. Food. Why? Because the reason food community and the raza channels in general, which aquí estamos, the raza in general, and raza channels in general, a lot of us, we got to keep it real. If we stay stuck, we're just talking about it right now, in old mentalities, we're never going to grow. It's easy to have a platform and then make it biased. Hey, if you want to make it biased, make your platform however you want. Who can tell you anyways or otherwise, right? And when you make it a little bit biased, it's like putting a ceiling on things. It's like it's going to hit a ceiling and that's it. The raza shouldn't be it has no ceiling. We're in California. We're almost the largest demographic across the whole nation. You know, the majority of the probably United States is going to be mixed with raza within a couple decades. Let's just keep it real. But like Flyboy Inc., he posted it was a dude, right? He had some blue nunchucks right here, right? Flyboy Inc. Shout out to Flyboy Inc. He posted the dude, right? He had blue nunchucks right here, right? And he had a blue bandana or something like that. And he's riding right on his lap. He's saying, Dear Santa, I know you're from up north, but thank you for the blue nunchucks. Thank you for this and thank you. That's what I'm talking about on that kind of level, because it's basic networking in the business world. It's called networking. You want to close your doors? You can close your doors. Some people thought it was very controversial when I had said that Chicano rappers. Okay, I'm not saying I'm my word is the word and what I say fucking goes. No, it doesn't. My favorite decade of rap is the 1990s. Is the 1990s. Hence, last night I just did another 90s party line. Now I pulled that one away. Remember, that used to be the Friday night show you guys loved. The 90s party line. Most of the time, 80% of the time, we'd go rap, hip hop, however you want to call it, right? Some of it doesn't have explicit lyrics, some of it is East Coast. And that was the 90s party line, and that's my favorite decade of music. So I think I know something about that. That my favorite decade of music. And some people say this is controversial, and it is what it is. I never had a Chicano rapper and we're talking, let's talk top billboards. Something we can all kind of understand a little bit, right? Top billboards, top 100. People understand a basic top 100, right? I never had a Chicano rapper in a top 10, nonetheless 20, nonetheless 50, maybe not even 100. Maybe not even 100. Keeping it real. My own opinion, right? Grew up on a lot of music. You guys listen to that 90s party line from yesterday. I pulled out of the fucking crates, not just Bay Area, some Snoop, Dog Pound, other music from the crates. But the East Coast bangers that I pulled out yesterday, we really would listen to them more than we listen to West Coast rap, because who owned MTV? Let's keep it real. What music was mostly circulating? West Coast rap It wasn't West Coast rap. Not in the 90s. It was East Coast rap. I'm kind of digressing now. But anyways, Flyboy Inc. Man, shout out to him and the food community. And I guess I started off by saying this. Go Toes. By going on American Cholo's podcast and saying I wake up and I look at the food community just to, you know what I mean, get the temperature of the internet, or, you know, it's all to the love and gravy and all that, right? It's from Gold Toes. But that's why. So sometimes the comments are wild. You can't stop the comments, right? They'll be banging in the comments. Okay, that's fine. They'll be banging in the comments. And a lot of podcasts, they're going to hit a ceiling too because they go in a certain direction. The tough guys, the tough guy podcast, the I'm the man podcast, or that I'm somebody podcast, or whatever it is, right? Those got a ceiling too. Those got a ceiling too. But if you're trying to network out to people, Gold Toast is the perfect example. He'll show you how to network. Sas. That's right. The Blockout Podcast. I see you, my boy. That's right. Number 39, Billboard charts. That's right. I see you. ODM is in the casa. I appreciate you more than you know, cabron. We're just talking about the 90s party line that I did yesterday, and I said, there's no way. There's no way you can even have a genre Chicano rap without ODM, or even have a top 10. Dare I say 5? Dare I say you wouldn't even have 5? No way you would even get to 5 without mentioning LSOB. That's right, man. I appreciate you more than you know, cabron. Vanessa, I appreciate you. Hello, Mikey and beautiful Christine. That's right. The beautiful, smoking sock, sexy executive producer. And real quick, tomorrow we got some great football, you guys. We're going to wake up with the Green Bay. Before we get into some serious shit, we're going to wake up to the Green Bay Packers. And then we're going to go to the Dallas Cowboys right after lunch. And then head over to Seattle, where it's going to be nothing but blue. San Francisco got to step into enemy territory. I'm just saying, man, God is good. God is good. He's the whole reason for the season. Don't get it twisted. This could be the last podcast, huh? The sky could crack tonight, and it is what it is, cabrones, right? But right here at my house, they're just baking pies. The tias are vicious. Watch out with the Mexican tias, gente, because just like the memes show it, it's true. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I was with the homie hangout, and we were getting ready to go live. I was in Reno visiting one of the tias, right? 3 of the aunts pulled up that I knew were coming. They were just driving a couple hours away. I think they were like by Vegas. I think it was like a 5-hour drive. They drove out of the way just to visit the other tia. And when they pulled up in the driveway, I had homie hang out, man. He was sitting next to me. We were trying to cross stream. We had all kinds of glitches and bugs. We'll get it right better next time. And I told him, hey, wait, calmado, I got to get up. My tias are here. If I don't greet them, some shit goes down. Then I'm the creído. Se cree mucho, el Michael. Straight up, they would have burned a hole. They wouldn't even waited for me to walk away from them before they would have started drilling on me. I would have literally turned around, and as I'm walking away, se cree mucho el Michael. All right, let's get into some serious shit, man. Just this week, accusations are flying all over the internet, flying all over social media, flying all over media in general. Jimmy Iovine, death row. Jimmy Iovine, Jamie Foxx, and Diddy all getting accused at the same time. Serious shit. I'm never saying that. Serious allegations, right? Those are some serious allegations. Just don't get it twisted. And start letting the internet change the way shit should be. Okay, let's keep that traditional. Someone gets charged, someone gets accused, someone gets mentioned, right? We have to go ahead and hear it out in the court of law, present it to the people, and let's go through the process, gente, before we start wanting to just slice someone's throat, throw them away, dismiss them. Now, what did he do? He settled it right away. Some people say, hey, come on now. You want to settle something? It's kind of like a guilt of admission, allegedly, if you want to settle something. Or is it you're just so stinking, filthy rich? You weren't even going to go to the courthouse anyways. You would have had people going proxy for you. It probably could have got swept under because you have money, so you have power. You don't even want any more headlines on this. And it was a quick payday. It could have been that too. Or it could have been that it happened. I'm just saying, one after another after another. I don't want the internet to twist up the people. And all of a sudden, all of us start grabbing the cabron and lynching him or her. Grabbing the cabron and lynching it. Because you see it all the time. I think it was in Arvin, at the Arvin High School. Arvin was over here by Fresno. Arrested a teacher. And the students, I think it was a middle school. Some sick shit. You see me just dropped a video about SPM. Because that dude Kilo, he sat Jenny 6ix9ine in the back down and said the way Jenny said it though was kind of like dramatic as shit, man. I don't know, like the scene, right? But she should be a writer también. She could probably write a script pretty good. The way she was telling it, like that his energy was this. The reason this happened to you is because you bumped SPM. I had said this when I was playing music, when I jumped on YouTube to run some numbers up to get monetized. I had said that the same comments I was getting when I was playing R. Kelly in my set. The same exact comments I was getting when I was playing R. Kelly. And you know what? I told this, and I got it like 5, 6, 7 times. It kept going through my feed, like right here. In this little page right here, I would have had maybe 3 or 4 saying, why are you playing that? Why are you playing that? What do you mean, why am I playing that? How can I play an R&B set without the king of R&B, without the king of R&B? That's like playing the best pop set ever. And all of a sudden, you don't want to include MJ. Because MJ, he had allegations. And they said there was hush money paid in some of these documentaries. Is it true? I don't know. I can't be 100 on everything. That's interesting. But anyways, that spun off. That was hot like a week and a half. And it goes away like a flash on the pan. These little things do. Just like this little beef with T-Rail. T-Rail's beef with Adam 22. Let's talk about that a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me go ahead and get in the comment section. That's right. Central Cal's in the casa. Mikey, what's up, hermano? I'm right here, bro. You already know it's Wednesday night. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, cabron. I hope it goes in slow motion for you tomorrow. ¿Qué vas a hacer, güey? Keep the pisteado. Just make sure you hang, way all the way through. You know what I mean? Good football in the morning, lunchtime. The comida's going to be off the hook. Yeah, that's right, hermano. I appreciate you. Michael K. Come back on Sunday night. We're going to play some more music on Sunday night. That's what I was thinking. Cultura Cafe said Cassie was 17 when she met Diddy. And I understand that to the fullest. I'm not one of these cats. I don't play, gente. I do not play. 1 minute, 1 second below the age of 18 is a minor. There's a reason the laws are like that and specified for that. And I believe the law got it right. 1 minute or 1 second under the age of 18. And in the SPM case, I did a video. I don't want to go make this whole live about it. But it was everything you needed to know about the SPM case in 10 minutes. And we read the black and whites on there. I took that off the caption because I was like, oh, that's too much. You know what I mean? Reading black and whites. I took that off the caption. But it was everything you need. I titled it right anyways. The caption, the black and whites was the second part of the caption. I just deleted it, sliced it off. But I titled it right anyways. All you needed to know. That's a crazy case. That's a crazy, crazy case. Of course, I was talking about earlier, I did a short on, I clipped a short of the last live on John Leguizamo. That dude right there, he in no way, shape, or form is he representing the raza. That's Billy Blanco, matter of fact. Fuck it. You know, we don't even like him anyways because he took out Carlito. That's puro pedo. That's puro pedo. No, the reason I say that, you know what I say, you guys. Politics, I didn't grow up in politics. I didn't go to college and get my coco lavado. Nor in my politics is it to me like a gang or something like that. Where it's like, oh, it has to be red or blue. And they have Republican on the chest or Democrat on my chest. Yeah, I lean way more hard conservative. But I want to hear people out. I like to talk. I like to hear. Let's have these conversations. Let's not shy away from them. So by the time the primaries come next year, let's see who's on the table and see who's going to help the people. Now, obviously, what that dude Leguizamo was referring to was they remove these ads because he's the one that's going to do the best for you. You're telling the people what to think. You're telling the people what to think. It's because you need to tell the people what to think. What you're trying to do is lavarle coco the people. And all of a sudden, Univision, because this is a backdoor move, gente. This is what happens, okay? Executives get dressed. They go with other executives, and they have executive meetings. And oftentimes at these executive meetings, something gets dropped on the table. Thank you very much. There's an understanding, and we keep it pushing. That's all it is. Is that something new? We've been talking about the media's being controlled now for how many years? How many years do we know no longer is it news if they want to portray some people to be victims? These people are the victims. These people are the victims. And then all of a sudden, we're just like robots and we're regurgitating this shit. These people are victims. They'll make us just, without even thinking, program us. So we ain't doing that no more. We're going to see past the primaries who's the best, and we'll get into all that shit, all right? Matter of fact, on that one, I might even bring back 3-4 people. Let's have an open panel. How about that? Let's have an open panel. Anyways, the T-Rail beef with Adam 22, gente. This is what happens. Let me keep it real with you. Adam gets on the phone. He calls T-Rail. Hey, T-Rail, what to do? You know what? Let's just get into a fucking beef. Let's get into it for about a month or two. We'll run some numbers up. You already know what it is. We got to keep this thing moving. All right, for sure. Late. That's what happened, I bet. And guess what? The people love it. Negativity sells un chingo. Positivity doesn't sell. And to each his own. You do you. You don't got to do a damn thing. You stay in your lane or do you or mind your business. That's always mine anyways. But that's exactly what happens. To the point where T-Rail says that even if he sees Adam with his 3-year-old niña, le va a dar una patada. Shit. Starving for likes? You mentioned one of my kids. That's way off limits. I'm just letting you know right now. Not even for views, not for likes, not for comments. There's still some people in this world that have palabra and morals. There's still some. There's beefs on the internet. I'm not saying there's never no beefs. No, because some people rub you the wrong way, or you might have called out some shit or took a jab. And so what? It's YouTubelandia. It's YouTubelandia. It's the internet. Sticks and stones break my bones. Reality starts when I hit the X on the stream and get back to my familia. I seen it was on the Instagram. Online beef. So some guys were doing like a signing, and it's probably rap crews or something, right? Uno, the entertainer, and someone else. I saw it on the internet. I could look it up. It's probably on No Jumper. Anyways, I don't want to take too much time over here. But anyways, so because of the online beef, there's better ways to settle it. I'm 40s. I'm in my 40s now, and I'm a boxing coach. So how about this? I'll help you settle it. Call me up. Call Mike up. I'll glove all of you guys up. We'll get right inside that ring. You'll be able to let it all out there. All of it out there. How about that? That's the way we do it. Anyways, so yeah, that T-Rail beef with Adam 22. Forget about it. That's right. Spanx Contreras in the casa. I appreciate you. Salabo 831. OG Smoker. That's right, my boy. Ese way. What's up, Mikey ChicanoTube? That's right. Richie Lokes just stepped in the casa. It's the Wednesday night show. Today's the big day of the 60th year of the JFK assassination. After he got killed today. Crazy. Probably about maybe 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago. Today, 60 years. Within 5 years, Bobby died. But remember, man, there's so much to the story. It's fucking crazy, man. JFK. People say the government took him out. People are saying that government took him out and the other Kennedy. That the government got 2 Kennedy bodies under their belt. That's what a lot of people say. Again, that's what just people are saying. They had ties to the mob. The dude that took out the gunman, Ruby, owned a bar in a mob neighborhood. Should we kind of backtrack this a little bit? That was crazy. Bullets flying off the Texas. It was like a depository building. November 22nd, 1963. Bullets flying. He had just averted the pinchy Cuban Missile Crisis. Remember the Cuban Missile Crisis where we're going to war. And it was like another the thing, the TV is just making it seem like it's going to happen. Brace for it no matter what. We got to take out communists. He just averted that. Driving in the convertible, coming around the corner. I'd seen some documentaries that said the Secret Service never really did what protocol was for a president when he takes a caravan through a city and scour the buildings and secure the whole pinchy perimeter as far as even a sniper's bullet could go. They didn't do that with JFK. Why? As soon as he caught one bullet, boom, the first bullet, the second bullet blew out the back of his head. The second bullet, boom, blew out the back. He's already dying. A bullet hit the dude right in front of him too. Now they're dashing over to the hospital. Gone. This is the president of the United States. Problems with Russia. Big problems with Russia. The dude's name was Kietnikov. Russia was putting out publications that saying he was too liberal. I'm just saying. I'm here giving the facts. It's exactly what Russia was saying. He's too liberal. He's not the right representative for the United States. Maybe, just like the last president of the United States, 45, maybe when he stepped into office, for some reason, he threw a monkey wrench in the operation, and now shit's not working properly. Maybe. I'm just saying. But Russia had major problems with Russia. The brother that got assassinated within 5 years, they were saying the mob helped get him in office. The mob helped strong-arm the numbers to get him in office. Straight up. So, because he turned around and started cleaning the commission up, or wanting to clean the commission up, he ends up dead. The government. That's what they're saying. It's a crazy, crazy, pinchy story, man. That dude that shot him, boom, he shoots him, right? A couple shots, boss. He runs down, he escapes, he gets out of there, he goes in a movie theater, finally gets home, changes clothes. He runs into a cop and shoots the cop 3 times in the chest. Doom, doom, doom. This dude straight, his name was Oswald, he straight shot a cop 3 times in the chest. Boom, boom, boom. Escape that, finally gets arrested, and it gets even crazier. The story gets even more crazier. He gets taken into custody, and all of a sudden, he's giving interviews saying he doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know what he did. Another weird thing, okay, they didn't, when they interviewed Oswald, they didn't take any tape recorders or any stenographer, the ones that write everything that's happening down. When they interviewed Oswald the whole time, and no one was typing anything, or there was no recorders, but they had recorders, but no one was recording. Makes you think. I'm just putting it out there. Makes you think. On top of that, they get this dude Oswald, who just shot the president of the United States. Again, today's a 60-year JFK assassination. That's the biggest news today. And they never have done this. Unprecedented shit. Unprecedented that they bring the dude out of the back of the police station and they put him in front of the cameras. And now this dude is answering all kinds of questions, and you can see it on camera. He's like, I'm just a patsy. He doesn't know what just happened. Where I say it gets crazier, the dude Jack Ruby guns this dude down. The dude Jack Ruby guns this dude down. And Jack Ruby, when he was in custody, he was writing letters from custody. He wanted to go ahead and give his story and really tell the truth. He felt my life is in danger and this and that and this and that. And we'll never know what really happened. That's crazy. That was today, 60 years ago. That's right, OG, triple OG. Brenda Love is in the casa. Brenda La Chicana. Denise is in the casa. We're going to keep it pushing. Keep that pushing. Did you also see that Miss Columbia? There was a video. Miss Columbia, she goes off the Miss Universe competition or one of the prelims. It was like one of the preliminaries to there, but las mujeres más bellas del mundo are in this room, gente. Let's keep this real. This is the Miss Universe pageant. One thing is Miss your high school. One thing is Miss your county. And another level is Miss Universe. A whole nother level is Miss Universe. These are the most beautiful women en todo el mundo. But of course, I think I have the most beautiful one. She's over here. Sas. Miss Columbia goes off and finally steps up and says, there's no way they're going to allow men to participate in the Miss Universe, the highest, most renowned, most, you name it, all the accolades you want to put on there. The most beautiful woman in the world. Which, by the way, shout out to Miss Nicaragua. This year, Miss Nicaraguenses got the most beautiful woman in the world. This year, right? But where they're taking a stand is, so shout out to the Nicaraguenses, right? But where they're taking a stand is, how far are you going to get this wacko shit happening and let men be with women? How far are you going to go? I was never for it as far as going in bathrooms and all that shit. Let me tell you, here in Monterey County, we got a strong group of people that it's just not happening. Like gentrification. Yeah, they could be putting up Starbucks on every corner, but they ain't never going to level out the Alisal district. You ain't never going to level out all the murals and all the parks and all of the just the raza population, because it's 100% almost in East Salinas. And then the total city, which is under 200,000, is probably about 85%. It's just never going to happen. There's some things never going to happen. But anyways, I had to say, wow, congratulations to her for standing up and having some backbone. Now, is everyone going to agree with it? No. Some people are going to be like, but my Billy wants to be Sally. And he wants to be in the Miss Universe pageant. Well, if the pageant doesn't allow that inside the rules, then keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing. This is for women. How about have another pageant where it don't matter whatever you got between the legs? I'm just saying. Not everything has to be your cup of tea. What happens is when shit starts going backward in this country, they're going to make these micro laws, and then all of a sudden freedom goes out the window because that's all of a sudden it's going to be one-sided. Everything has to be this. They're shoving it down your throat. The people ain't going to take it. Now, again, like with the Boy Scouts, if they wanted to change the name and make them the something Scouts, well, yeah, if you didn't want to do that, of course, don't put your children in there. But they had the Girl Scouts. And they had the Boy Scouts. What's wrong with that? That doesn't make sense to me. What's wrong with that? I don't know. We're going on a chinga su madre. Tahoe Cave, no way they can't even do that. Yeah, I don't know. They're making men. O sea, Miss Universe with the Adam's apple. ¿Qué hubo? I'm just saying. Miss Universe with... Man, that's messed up. Miss Universe with like 30 to 40% more muscle mass. Unless the only way guys can lose it is by starvation. Absolute starvation is the only way muscle is ever going to deteriorate. Because guys naturally are just built to protect the pinchy families. Come on now. That's right. Droops 408. I see you, my boy. ¿Qué onda, OG? I'm just here, man. It's 7 o'clock. Well, we're coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. We're talking about a lot of things. Today was a 60-year JFK assassination, but we're talking to other things, you know what I mean? But shout out to all the canales that are doing it big, you know, on YouTube Landia. Shout out to AC. Shout out to Hater World. Shout out to Tony A. Marvelous. ODM was in the comment section from Lighter Shade Around. I appreciate you, bro, more than you know. Talk about pioneers, talk about kings, and we could definitely talk about that one right there. He tapped in after at the 90s party line. So, man, shout out to you, man. And again, happy Thanksgiving to all the people. I don't want to forget. We could talk so much and get into it so much. I don't want to forget what's important is Dios, is familia, is cultura, gente. If you got some bacon on the table tomorrow, you're able to, and you might not do it. I know a lot of people don't, you know what I mean? Go around the table, say thanks or whatever. But if you could at least say a prayer and say, thank you, Lord. You're good. You be straight. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We'll be back on, Friday night. We got the regular Friday night show that's just like this. That's open topic just like this. And we'll keep it pushing. Something else that came across my feed, Jenna Ortega. I think that was Wednesday from the Addams Family, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. She went viral, you know, boom, that's right. She's a Latina and just needed a little bit of spotlight on her and blew up after she was Wednesday. Well, she requested termination of her contract to finish filming. They're already underway filming Scream 7. And the reason she's requesting it, because one of her castmates and friends, I think her name was Melissa Barbera, something like that, she got dropped from the movie for openly posting support for Gaza. Support for Gaza. If you've been sleeping under a rock since October 7th, what happened October 7th was there were 3,000 to 5,000 missiles launched. 3,000 to 5,000 missiles launched in an attack where civilians were kidnapped. Babies have been beheaded. Hospitals have been taken over. And these are casualties of war. Sad shit. It's funny. I just mentioned right now casualties of war without even thinking about it. And guess who came out in that movie? John Leguizamo. Which I'm not going to go back to him, but I dropped a little short on my last live about him, on what I think about him, trying to persuade the people. He could do what he does. You know what I mean? I like the dude. He's a good actor. What is he, Colombian? Colombian dude. I like the Colombian dude. He's a good actor. But in no way does he represent the raza or the gente. No way. Because if they would have kept, all he's interested is in politics. Have you ever heard me talk about a candidate right now? They're pushing candidates. I'm not pushing candidates. I'm pushing principles. There's a difference. There's a difference in pushing candidates and hanging off a cliff if this pinchy politician doesn't get voted in the office, and me teaching you principles, or at least what are raza principles that were handed down to our parents, mine and yours, and their grandparents and their grandparents. I can go back on either side about 5-6 generations. I was blessed to have that knowledge, to be given that information. So that John Leguizamo, olvídalo. But anyways, go and watch the last short that I put up for him. But Jenna Ortega, she wanted to cancel the Scream 7 contract because, again, the friend got dumped from the movie because of her Gaza propaganda, supposedly, allegedly. Now, the reason I say propaganda is it's funny because some are saying they're the assailants. They're the violent ones. And others are saying that they're the victims. And there's so much of these on both sides. You're confused just like I'm confused. I don't know what's going on there. You're not there. I'm not there. The way I see that whole thing from a human point of view. A human point of view. So it could be propaganda or it could be real shit. I don't know. What I do understand, what's public record, is that when there is an attack and there's retaliation, sometimes the retaliation is like fucking triple the attack. You ever seen someone get jumped and get packed out in the hood, and then all of a sudden you thought it was all good, you at the house party? This might have happened to you. This has happened to me at least 2 times in my life. 2 times. That's why we have a members only. So we put those stories in the members only, the tough guy stories, right? Remind me, members, and I'll tell you about that. One time it was with Samoans, and other times it was without Samoans. But anyways, Sometimes the retaliation is like 1064, 10 low riders pulling up, and you wonder why they're smashing so fucking hard. Because they smashed on the little brother, whose big brother was the leader of the set. I'm just saying. So again, with the little flyers, it's all good. Pro this, pro that. I'm not saying pro nothing. I'm saying I don't want any lives to get lost. Shit. I don't want any lives to get lost. You know what I mean? Not prematurely. Anyways, that's a sticky one right there. I might do another little video on that one if the people are even interested in that. That's right, Kevlar559. That's right, my boy. He's saying that Jersey, hey, tomorrow you're going to wake up to Green Bay playing the morning game, cabron. And then you got Dallas. See, I'm a Niner fan, cabron. But bigger than a Niner fan is I'm a fucking football fan. Bigger than I am a Niner fan, I'm more of a sports fan than I am Niners. If you see me on my IG, mostly put a lot of the West Coast teams, right? Raiders, Cowboys, Niners. My brother-in-law's Rams, so maybe some Rams. Actually, not really, because they're division rivals. So fuck it. If you understand, I don't understand people that say they understand football, and then you motherfuckers are voting for your division rivals. I don't know. I never want Arizona to win, Seattle, or Rams. Period. Never. I never want them. When they're playing each other, okay, then if we're in first place, like what just happened last week with Rams and Seattle, it would have been better for Rams to win because it would have been a bigger gap in the lead because they had like only 4 wins and Seattle has 6. So, but again, the division, some people don't understand that. They're like, oh, man, I'm going for the Rams this week. How can you go for Rams and you're a Niner? It's like, and they're playing an AFC team. So sometimes people think they get football, but they really don't, cabrones. They don't, man. Denise Castillo's in the casa. She's a hardcore cow girl. Denise Castillo is a cow girl. That at 1 o'clock, it's going to be a great game. We're going to be over there at the Suegras. Happy Thanksgiving to all the gente. We're going to come back on Friday night and do another open talk because more stuff's going to be going on. Did you see that video with the Crip Mac and his homie 4 Extra? That dude right there, he's another character, man. I looked him up on IG. I started following. The most funny thing about that video was Lupe put a caption on IG, right? And she put a caption. And this is just to get, views and likes. And it's all good, right? It's all good. It got my view. Said, Crip Mac giving back to the neighborhood 5 times. Something like that, right? It was the video was supposed to be about, turkeys giving back. And he had the other dude 4 Extra, right? And now I started following this dude because this dude's really interesting, right, man? That's why I love the internet. It's crazy. They'll caption it, giving 5 to the community, turkeys in the neighborhood. And he was like, give back to the community, this and that, this and that. And then all of a sudden, so that was like, he giving back to the community was like 15 seconds. And the rest of the 5 minutes on that video was, because when you hit the county jail, you got to bust down 5 times. And then, and then the other dude, he was saying on 4-0, he was saying, you ain't getting no pass. You ain't a resident. You go run that fade. I don't know. I was like, I thought the post was going to be about giving away turkeys. What happened? Oh, man, I love the internet, man. This shit is entertaining as hell. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, whether you're listening right now live or you're listening on the replay. Happy Thanksgiving. This is a pre-Thanksgiving live. We talked a little bit about JFK, all the theories on his assassination. Did the government take him out? The CIA, did they take out Martin Luther King? A lot of the things don't match up. The bullets don't match up. How come everyone that's involved in the shooting is getting whacked and got whacked? Think about it like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. That reminds me of, remember the story of King Tut, the pyramids? Remember? Cleopatra, right? They say she was the most beautiful woman. And these are the scrolls of the Egyptians. She was the most beautiful woman in the face of the world, right? She was the only woman queen to reign over Egypt. And then, of course, she had equals. And then one of those came King Tut on the lineage, right? She was the only one that could rule. But anyways, King Tut was buried con su pinche oro. King Tut, he took all his gold with me. He go all his gold. It reminds me of the meme of the Mexican dude getting buried in his truck. And the dude's going down, and the cajas in the back of the truck, and he's going down in the dirt. He's like, hey, I'm taking my truck with me. But anyways, everyone on that excavation to go and uncover the tombs of the pharaohs, they're always looking for the Egyptian culture, they say, is the most interesting of all the cultures, which there's hundreds and hundreds of cultures in history, period, out there, period. They say it's one of the most interesting. Everyone that went on the excavation to go get King Tut died. Not some, everyone that was on the excavation. Now, when they talk about curses, people ask me, do you think curses are real? They're fucking real, gente. They're real. I read a book one time. It was by Rebecca. Man, maybe you guys can drop it. It was a libro made by my Christians in the comment section. That would Rebecca Brown. Maybe it was a breaking unbroken curses. You can look it up on Google right now. It's a crazy book. It talks about if everyone in your family suffers from diabetes, could be a curse. It talks about if everyone in your family gets cancer, it could be a curse. It's Rebecca Brown. It's a crazy book. Look it up right now, gente. I'm trying to give some information right here. Here's some klecha. Here's some good shit. Rebecca Brown. The book is called Unbroken Curses. There are supernatural things that could have jumped on you from your ancestors, and you don't know. I read the book. I had it for years and years. I might still have it somewhere, but everything by faith that is said to do, I did. And so by faith, it's done. It's not, oh, well, I'm not. However, your mind's telling you not to approach the situation spiritually. The Lord did it. So you're ready to go. You don't have to, by your merits, try to step up to the plate. The Lord did it. By his merits, you step up to the plate. Anyway, that's a crazy book. It's called Unbroken Curses by Rebecca Brown. Google that. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. It's going to be more modelos. The food's going to be amazing. The wife's making a strawberry tres leches. I told her you should make cooking reels. A strawberry tres leches, 2 pumpkin pies. Shout out to all the raza. Shout out to everyone on YouTube Landia, man. Everyone that did good, passed out turkeys, gave to the homeless, gave to cobijas. Right now, it's a cold season. What goes around comes around. That's the formula. I know this formula to be true in my own life, gente. Is that me not wanting anything for me first, primarily, not looking out for my best interest, but looking out for others' best interests, is how God blesses me. Of course, using wisdom, ni modo que I'm going to get stepped on or anything like that. No, I think with my business acumen, be able to step the right way. That's right. El Chapo's in the casa. That's right, my boys. Coming up on 8 o'clock, we're going to get the last comments into the night, you guys. We're going to come back on Friday night. Go back and watch the replay. We talked about the latest accusations. Jimmy Iovine, Diddy, and Jamie Foxx all getting hit with accusations. T-Rails made up beef with Adam 22. They're just calling each other behind the scenes. Hey, let's run some numbers up. Let's get into some beefs for a month. You know we got to keep shit viral. Sure. All right, for sure. And then the people are eating it up. I'm eating it up too. I'm hitting on that because, again, positivity don't sell and negativity always does. And that's good for everyone that's trying to make a big bag on YouTube. Here, we're mobilizing the raza together. That's what we're doing right here. We're uniting all the channels. We're doing this shit like gold toes. We're going all over. So when you see your boy Mikey, just knows I'm on the same tip. I'm not saying I'm gold toes level or anything like that. It's a mentality. It's a mentality. It's not seeing your skin. It's not seeing your geographic. It's not seeing even your status level. None of that shit. It's by seeing you in the same plight as me and wanting you to succeed before I succeed. Because I know I'm going to succeed. I know I'm going to come up in the back end. I just got to try to help as many people I can on the front end, and God will bless me on the back end. That's right, Mike's World. Yeah, they said it was an airborne fungi that killed people who popped up that tomb. You see what I'm saying? It was crazy shit. Now, that's a scientific term to it. King Tut. Oh, an unknown fungi. Well, I mean, that's trying to put a rhyme to a reason to it, and I get it. And I get it, trying to put a rhyme or reason to it. But do curses exist? That shit is real. That shit is real. So, yeah, trip out on that book, Rebecca Brown. All you got to do is just read the excerpt on the back of it, and you're going to be like, shit, this is some real shit. And 9 times out of 10, there's a situation in there that's real common in families around us. And you're like, I got to be the one to pray and break this shit. Because maybe some crazy shit happened that I don't know or I do know. And it's one of those family fucking skeletons. It's one of those family skeletons. And guess what? We ain't going into 2024 with no skeletons. If all you need is faith and know what to do, what to say, and what to believe, shit, cop that book. Denise Castillos, that's right. Good night, gente. Much love. That's right. We're coming up on 8 o'clock, man. Here we are. Happy Thanksgiving to all the people. Tahoe Kev, Denise, Mike Squirrel. Oh, yeah, they're real, no doubt. Oh, yeah, they're real, no doubt. Mike Squirrel's going to be coming on ChicanoTube. We're going to be seeing Mike Squirrel on ChicanoTube real soon before we get to 2024. Let's have a good conversation, cabron. Oh, in my opinion, with Jenna Ortega, let her do what she does. She's going for Gaza. They're going for Israel. They're going for Russia. People are going for whoever. People are just looking to split hairs for anything nowadays. Yeah, it's a talking point. Yeah, this shit is serious, but these holy wars have been going on for hundreds, thousands, you could even say thousands of years now, because it was before the times of the Crusades, which were in the 1000s. So just because it's over 1,000, you could say thousands of years, the holy wars have been going on. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. We say Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. What about Ishmael? Well, here we go. Here I go, huh? I was trying to end it right there, but what about Ishmael? That's the problem with it. That's what they're having problems with. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and leave it. It really ain't none of my business. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I'm going to check back in with the family. God bless you. Have a great Thanksgiving. I might be going on IG. If you fuck with IG, get at me on IG or just follow and I'll follow back at ChicanoTube. I'll show you all the pastries, all the comida. We're going to be in the Alisal. That's where I'm going to spend my Thanksgiving. My mother-in-law still lives right in the heart of the Alisal district. We're going to be right in the middle of the raza. There's going to be cumbias playing all over the place. People crossing the street. It's going to be a vibe just to go and get a pista or something like that. You know, and it is a vibe. Salinas is a vibe, gente. It ain't the 90s no more. I'll be tripping on all these YouTube videos. And, I mean, these people that grew up in that street life and all that, well, fuck, you know what I mean? For if they haven't, you know what I mean? If they still think it's the same as the 90s, and they don't really learn anything. It's not the same. Everyone is gone. It's a whole different vibe on the street. It's really the youngsters. You know, the youngsters are out there, and they're pinchy Dodge Chargers and skinny jeans and jeans that look like they fucking fell down the mountains, ripped already, and to each his own. To each his own. You do you. You know what I mean? That's right, Mike Sproul. I appreciate you. Moonshine is the cleanest form of alcohol there is. We're trying to get to Thanksgiving, and Mike Sproul's talking about alcohol. Well, I woke up on Sunday morning with the refrigerator full of food and alcohol. Now, I only had about maybe 5 shots of tequila, and I woke up wounded. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up wounded. But happy birthday to mi suegra, the best suegra on the planet. You guys, I'm out. I'm out, you guys. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Let's come back on Friday night strong at 7 o'clock. Hit that like if you're listening live or on the replay. Go back and listen to it. We even talked about Chicano rappers. John Leguizamo. We talked about a little bit about politics, not too much. But we talked about the most important thing, shit that affects me and affects you. Let's come back on Friday night, that open live. Happy Thanksgiving 2023. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say.